What's up, everybody? My name is Nick, joined again by my co-host Matt. Episode 20, For Better or Worse. We're here. For Better or Worse. We're here.
20.
Episode 20 already. 2-0.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like how you're 20, right?
No.
Okay.
When was the 21? That's crazy.
Yeah, we can drink soon. All right, let's get right into it. NHL, MLB, Death Wheel, got a bunch of stuff to go over. But you nailed that prediction on the NHL, so let's talk about that. You had the Lightning money line, right? Or what did you say if you bet Lightning?
I had So I actually did, by the way. I stayed away from the side, but on Twitter, for those who saw, I posted the correct game order. I did the Avs. So Nick's trying to be funny, but little does he know that I was right. The Avalanche to win game one. I did it right after they won game one.
First of all, those things are like the worst odds.
How?
Plus 900, and you got to predict every game, right?
It was after the first game. So I didn't get the chance to the first one. So it was only the next 4 games technically. So it was
still awful.
Avs, Lightning, Avs. I mean, when it wins, that same bet is plus 210 now. So I'm chilling. But I will say the series is still over. The Lightning will lose tonight and the Avs will win. And there's a lot of cool value stuff that you can do on FanDuel, whereas like McKinnon has no goals. But Landeskog has 2 or 3. Landeskog has 3. Makar has 2. You could bet McKinnon to lead the Stanley Cup in goals at like 30-1. I think 35-1 at MGM. And there's a lot of cool things that you can do. I mean, it's not a lock, obviously, but he could easily have 2 games apiece these next 2 games, and Landeskog could not score. And that could totally happen. I mean, the guy shoots like 6-7 shots a game, basically. He was their basically leading scorer, and he's on the same line as Rantanen, who passes the puck like it's his job. So there's a lot of fun things that you can do futures-wise that I think I may post later. I haven't finalized it yet, but I do have a podcast exclusive play in this NHL game. I'm not posting this on Twitter. I will only do this because now we're getting the episodes out early. It's going to be a podcast exclusive play.
Exclusive.
All right.
And
that exclusive play is, now for my FanDuel people, it's on there as well. It's Mikko Rantanen over 0.5 assists.
Awful play.
He's had 2. He had 2 assists, 3 assists, and 2 assists. Again, he's on the same line as McKinnon and Chuskin, who shoots like it's his job. He scored last game, but they called it back because of offsides. And Rantanen's on the first power play with Makar and McKinnon as well, and Landeskog over there. So if they do score on the power play, the odds of him getting the assist is pretty high, but also 5v5. He's got 2 snipers with him already on his line. So he has 2, 3, and 2. All you have to do is get him to get 1. I love the price. Only fear is that he scores, but I think he'll definitely get an assist as he's been racking them up. So minus 130 seems like a very nice price for Rantanen to get an assist. Yeah. He's had 7.
Well, the great thing about hockey is 2 guys can get it.
Exactly.
So, great thing about it.
He could pass to the guy who gets the assist.
Boom.
Easy money. Podcast exclusive play.
Who do you have winning the MVP so far of the series? You had to pick someone.
It's got to be Makar, because in hockey the MVP is actually the whole playoffs, which is, I like it better because you can't just have like Andre Iguodala play for like a good 4 games like an NBA and take it.
But if you had to pick this series, who would you say? So
probably be Rantanen, in my opinion. He's at 7 assists. He realistically should have scored one of them, maybe 2 of them, but he shot it and it was deflection. So could have gone either way. But you have 7 assists in 3 games. I think it's him or McCarr. McCarr's the favorite though. McCarr's like minus 150. McKinnon to win is still somewhat decently priced, but I think as far as this series goes, Randon has been fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, 7 assists in 3 games. I mean, you can't really complain with that at all. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Exactly. So
yeah,
that's the podcast exclusive play. Nick, you have thoughts for this game? I also think the Avs win this game. I'm just saying that. I think Brandon Point's already out. I think Kucherov, who left game 3 with 5 minutes to go, he had a day off, but it was kind of like a groin injury, and you could really just aggravate that again. And I just don't think that he's going to be 100%. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I have no thoughts on the play. I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been doing hockey that much. So, I mean, I would say the Avs bounce back and look like game 1 or 2, but
they also haven't lost back-to-back games all playoffs, which is nuts.
Yeah. But last game was, they did dominating performance by the Lightning, especially in the second period. So that was the real changer. And obviously they're a playoff hardened team.
They're back-to-back champs. They're not going to die that easy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's move on to MLB. Got a lot to talk about. We have the Death Wheel coming up. So Death Wheel is going to be it's a fun game between me and Matt, right? So this is how it works. We're going to be
playing the game. Explain the game there.
I got it. Pause. If there's 15 games, we'll do this for example. Like there is today, we're going to be picking all the games, just money line, either way. So might get some freebies, you might not, but 1 point for favorite, 1.5 points for underdog. At the end, whoever has the least amount of points has to spin the death wheel. Now, how the death wheel works is, for example, 15 games today, when Matt gets, eliminated today, he'll have to spin the wheel. But say he gets 10 right and 5 wrong, he'll have 10 safe spots and 5 bad spots on the wheel. We'll spin the wheel. Now, the question is, do we want to do elimination wheel or just first time? That's what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
If there's 15 things, though, or 10 things.
We can switch it up week to week.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll let the people know.
Yeah. Maybe if there's 7 games, elimination wheel, we get down the top, the bottom 2, top 2, however you want to look at it. Like best out of 3 or best out of 7. Really suspenseful. Well, it's going to suck no matter what. But yeah, that's to give you an idea what's going to be on the wheel. We have hot peppers, flaming hot Mountain Dew. We're going to be doing a giveaway spot.
1 chip challenge.
1 chip challenge is on there. What else do we say?
Oh, the crickets that someone stole from you.
Yeah, it's not happening anymore. I'm not buying crickets again. So that's just imagine stealing an Amazon box and that's what you get. You get cricket. Like that's what you get, dude. Like what? Open it up. Like what the fuck is going on? But that's kind of how the death wheel works. So for betting purposes, we will not be betting all these games. I won't be betting most of these games, but it's for the wheel. We're going to just roll through the game, through the games, and a quick explanation, and the loser loses, and the winner wins, as most games. Matt,
the winner win.
What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see you spin the wheel for the first time.
Yeah, I'll spin it for you. So no worries there.
No, it should be fun.
First off, do you want to talk about any games where basically we do have actual plays for? Do you have anything for today so far? It is a big slate, but a weird slate at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I was good. I had Jordan lined up for today, but that was hoping he was going to rest yesterday, which is what everyone was saying. He then gets inserted into the lineup late and hits a home run. So I was going to play him yesterday, and decided to wait because he was gonna have the day off, and now I'm not too sure if I want to play him. So we'll see. I'm trying to be really selective, but
Okay.
we'll get there. I don't see anything I like off the bat too much. I do like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but that game's at 2:00. But I think he's got a great spot today. But
I
those
was
early
looking at
games are
that.
tough.
Yeah, I was looking at that for money line Blue Jays, but
Yeah, I think
we talked about that as well.
I think they win this game. I mean, that
Yeah.
was a crazy game yesterday.
Yeah, no, most definitely. So let's get right into the wheel. Why don't you go first?
Are we going every other, or are we going?
Oh, we can just. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's just go down the list. Same time. Same time. Same
So
time.
I'll go first. Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. Yeah, we agreed on that earlier. And that's versus the White Sox. I'm actually thinking about betting that play. It is minus 118 right now. The White Sox picture hasn't been the best, and the Blue Jays have been better. But I mean, either way, both offenses seem to be hitting well versus each other in this series so far. So yeah, it's something I'm considering. Mets at Astros. Go ahead.
Astros.
No faith. Mets.
You go Mets.
Underdog.
Next game, you go first.
Okay.
It's Phillies Rangers.
Phillies Rangers. I got Phillies.
Me too. I got Phillies.
What do you think you're gonna throw me off?
No.
Okay.
Next game is Diamondbacks Padres. I'm going Padres because Bumgarner's bum.
Yeah, I agree with you there as well. So we have one difference so far.
You're gonna pick the Dodgers next, aren't you?
Yeah, we can just roll through that. I'm picking the Marlins after that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm picking the Orioles after that.
I'm gonna go Nationals.
Yeah, I don't trust Corbin, so good luck with Corbin.
Neither do I, but I'm not taking the Orioles at minus 150.
Well, this is just strictly for the game. Go ahead. No. You good picks, Matt. Good picks. Cubs at Pirates. What do you think?
I don't know.
No, then you got to go first. I already know mine.
Yeah, you're just gonna go Pirates, and I'm gonna go Pirates. So
Yeah, I'm going Cubs.
let's go. All right, Tigers Red Sox.
Hold on, I'm writing this down. I don't want to write this too early. Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giants Braves.
Oh man, that's a tough game. Giants at plus money with Rodon looks so juicy though. See, these are the ones that's gonna screw us.
Maybe you. Go ahead. Come on.
You know what? I know you're gonna go Giants. I'm gonna go Braves.
Yeah, I'm going Giants. Okay. Guardians Twins.
You go first.
Twins.
Yeah, I really wanted to do the Guardians, but there's just no way.
Why not, man? Go ahead.
Sonny Gray's been good.
Mm-hmm. He's been okay. I think you'd be good with Guardians.
I'm gonna go Twins.
Okay. Cardinals at Brewers.
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Yeah, same. I agree with you on that. I'm thinking about betting that one too. Mariners at Athletic.
See, these late games are the ones I can't trust. I'm gonna go with the Mariners.
I agree with you on that. Royals at Angels.
I mean, I hate picking the Angels, but Otani's on the mound, so I'm gonna pick the Angels.
Yeah, same. All right. So here's our differences. Number one, you didn't pick your Mets, which is weird. Just we'll see if that bites you in the ass. It should. Or I picked the Orioles, I picked the Cubs, and I picked the Giants. So those are our four differences. I really have to pay attention to. Everything else is the same, which I knew there'd be some overlap for sure. Do you feel confident about your picks?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a sign of confidence.
I
Long
really do.
sigh. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's Astros, Mets, the Orioles, Nationals,
Mm-hmm.
Pirates, Cubs, Braves, Giants.
Yep,
Nice.
correct. So best of luck, Matt.
Correctamundo.
Best of luck. Best of luck. As far as actual games, though, let's talk about it real quick. I kind of like the Giants as far as value. You get Rondon at plus money versus Morton. He did have a good game last game, but I mean that was an all-weather game. That was the Cubs 1-0 win versus the Braves, which would right? Do you remember
Yeah.
that game? It was just all weather. Before that, he was giving up minimum of 4 runs pretty consistently throughout. 4-4-4-4-3. I mean, what are your thoughts as far as at least from a betting aspect? I know you went the other route, but at plus 112, I think it's good value.
The Cardinals or the Giants?
The Giants.
I mean, yeah, Morin had a good game. Rodon is good too. I just think this game is going to be. I think yesterday's game was back and forth. I think this game will be back and forth as well. I just sometimes I just can't bet against this Braves lineup.
Yeah.
But Rodon is definitely the better pitcher in the matchup.
Yeah. My concern is that the Cubs are hitting 264 versus lefties. Compared to, I believe it's 232 for righties. So definitely better overall on the season versus lefties. That's my only real concern, and obviously how explosive they can be at times. It was a 12. Both offenses can be explosive. 12-10 game yesterday.
Yeah.
12-10. Pretty crazy. But I mean, with a game like that, if I can get Rondon after he's looking good in these last couple games at plus money, I mean, I think it's worth looking at, if not taking. I mean, he shutouts last 2 games, actually 2 hits only versus the Pirates and the Dodgers. And then before that, Colorado, he gave up 2. Phillies, he gave up 1. I mean, he's looked pretty decent over the last 4 games overall. I think it's a value play. I'm pretty much taking it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, I just don't want to overthink it too much. It's really just that the Braves versus lefties, that was my main concern. But it's kind of like the other day when I saw the Yankees at plus money and I just overthought it and didn't take it.
Yeah.
When you get a really good team at plus money, sometimes it's worth the risk. That's my thought.
I agree. I really want to play Mike Trout tonight with Otani on the mound, but he's just been getting so unlucky. He's been destroying the ball off the bat, just hitting line drives right at people.
Yeah.
And it's really frustrating. I didn't bet him last night, but I watched him, and I know some of my friends on Twitter, my gambling Twitter friends, were also on the Mike Trout bases, and it's just frustrating when you see him absolutely torch a ball right at somebody. He does bat 351 versus lefties on the season and 351 at home, 309 in night games versus 217 during the day. So all signs point to him getting it. He's been crushing lefties all season long, and I'm really tempted to do it since Otani's on the mound. I really am.
Yeah. mean, any particular reason why you think you keep mentioning Otani? Trying to give his boy run support or what?
I mean, yeah, Otani had 2 home runs yesterday, so I think he's pretty shot. He's gonna focus on pitching today.
Yeah.
He did his, he did more than he had to yesterday, and they still lost. It's got to be pretty frustrating. And they came back and they lost in extras, so they got to be pretty frustrated. Mike Trout is still Mike Trout. I mean, he's not like he's striking out every at bat. He's hitting the ball just right at people. So you have to think he's going to find the gap sooner or later. Just a matter of time, and if you get the right game. So nothing's really finalized yet besides the hockey plays for me. Baseball, I'm still kind of doing my due diligence, but yeah, hockey's really the only thing set in stone right now.
Yeah, no worries. No worries whatsoever. That's kind of my thought as well. I wanted to talk about a couple more things. Let's dive into this Cardinals at Brewers a little bit more. And then also, well, first up, Blue Jays at White Sox. I know we both talked about this before the episode. It kind of seems like a little nice Blue Jays, near even money, especially with Lucas struggling.
Yeah, Giolito has the tendency to get rocked, and he gets rocked. Oh man, like he gets destroyed. I'm looking at it right now by righties. I mean, so the ISO that lefties have is .084, which is, advantage pitcher. Then you go to the righties and it's .349 ISO, which is heavy advantage righties. And you got Springer, Bichette, Vlad, Teoscar.
Yeah.
Then you got Chapman down the line. It's just, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of pop. I love Vlad today. Giolito likes to throw that slider to righties. Vlad's got .291 ISO with 112 batted ball events, which is a huge sample size. And then Bo Bichette mashes the changeup with a .386 ISO, which is the second most common pitch. So not one guy who's like good to all the pitches, but one guy who's got great numbers towards one specific pitch. And he struggles versus righties. So I may end up playing Vlad bases, but I think Blue Jays money line or team total might be the way to go.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the other end, at least as far as the money line's concerned, Stripling, I mean, he did give up 2 runs versus the Yankees last time, but he's been a very good pitcher.
2 runs isn't bad either, then that's the Yankees.
Yeah, I know. It's the Yankees. Exactly. He's already faced him once. 2 and 2/3 innings, no runs, gave up 3 hits. And then before that, 5 innings versus the Royals, 1 hit, no runs. Wait, 1 hit, no runs. I mean, they are shit versus righties, but still, I mean, he's been a great pitcher overall.
I mean, he faced the Blue Jays at the end of May, last day of May, gave up 6 runs, 2 home runs in 4.2 innings pitched.
You're talking about Lucas?
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. No, I mean, I think the Blue Jays are the way to go as far as this game.
Every time he plays a good team, it's like Astros 8 runs. Even the Rangers scored 4 last time he pitched. The Rays scored 2, but there was only 2 earned runs. He gave up 5 runs, so there might have been an error or something there. And then against Cleveland does all right, against Twins and Tigers does all right. So I think this is too much for him.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And then the last game, real quick, we go over it. Cardinals versus the Brewers. You have Wainwright. I mean, he's been pitching pretty well overall.
I believe Goldschmidt had a rest day yesterday as well.
See, that was the question. So is Goldschmidt out? And that was the only question, because I saw some reports he might be out Wednesday.
I didn't think so.
That was the question I have. And this is one game that I might stay away, but I would lean I would lean the Cardinals, and I know we both picked Cardinals overall. I think for today, I'm keeping it simple. The wife's out of town. I'm relaxing all day. I'm gonna go with the Blue Jays early, and then I'm gonna try to get the value in the Giants. With Rondon at plus money later on. I mean, that's my play.
I mean, if Goldschmidt plays, he's batting 449 versus lefties this season.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's a huge piece, and that's what I'm really like. This is one I might come out with later, but I'm gonna wait on the lineup without a doubt. Not force anything.
I'm looking at the lineup right now. It says he's expected to play.
Yeah, that's been wrong before, So
yeah, he had back tightness last game.
Yeah,
because he's 34.
Yeah, beast, but he is 34. Happens. I'm 29. I have it. So
yeah, no, I think the Cardinals are the side there.
No, 100%. I say that I don't see any loss of value by just waiting. I mean, waiting for if the line's already expecting him to play, might as well just wait and see if he's for sure playing, and then reevaluate everything from there. That's my thoughts. But I'll go with Blue Jays early, Giants later with the value. Yeah, best of luck with these picks, man. We're going to be announcing, obviously, who lost next episode on Friday. Obviously, we got to figure out, it's going to suck for Matt. It's really going to suck. That's all I got to say.
I know. Spinning the wheel to see you do stuff is just going to be really hard for me to watch.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? So, the games to watch today are Mets, Orioles, Cubs, Giants. Those are the teams that are going to win. Matt's going on the wheel. Thanks again for joining us. We will see you on Friday. Peace.